Hello everyone, welcome back to Scrubs and Studies. Today, we are going to learn a very important and interesting topic in general anatomy, joints, or what we also call articulations. So sit back, keep your notes ready, and let's understand this topic in the simplest and most effective way. Let's start with the basics. What exactly is a joint? Well, a joint is simply the place where two or more bones meet. But here's something cool. Just because bones meet at a joint, doesn't mean they always move. Some joints, like the knee or shoulder, move a lot. Others, like the skull bones, don't move at all. Classification of joints, based on tissue. We classify joints based on the type of tissue connecting the bones. And according to that, we have three main types. 1. Fibrous joints. 2. Cartilaginous joints. 3. Synovial joints. Let's go through each one with examples and diagrams. First, we are going to discuss fibrous joints. Here, the bones are connected by fibrous connective tissue. There is no joint cavity, and these joints are generally immovable. Now, fibrous joints are of three main types. A. Sutures. These are seen in the skull bones, where flat bones come together. We can divide sutures further into plain suture, flat edges meet. Serrate suture, like a saw, zigzag edges. Denticulate, tooth-like margins. Shindylisis, a ridge fits into a groove. Squamous suture, one bone overlaps another. B. Syndesmosis. Here, the bones are joined by an interosseous ligament, like the inferior tibiofibular joint. C. Gomphosis. This is a peg-in-socket joint, like your teeth fitting into the jaw sockets. Simple and unique. Next, we have cartilaginous joints. Here, the bones are connected by cartilage. Again, there's no joint cavity, and they allow limited movement. Cartilaginous joints are of two types: primary cartilaginous joints and secondary cartilaginous joints. A. Primary cartilaginous joints, also called synchondrosis. Here bones are joined by hyaline cartilage. Examples: epiphyseal growth plate. Costochondral joints. These joints are usually temporary and disappear after growth. B. Secondary cartilaginous joints, also called symphysis. Here bones are connected by fibrocartilage. Examples: pubic symphysis. Intervertebral discs. Manubriosternal joint. These joints are slightly movable and persist throughout life. Now coming to the most movable and functionally important joints. These are the synovial joints. Here's why they're special. They have a joint cavity. The ends of bones are covered with articular, hyaline, cartilage. There's a synovial membrane which secretes synovial fluid. The whole joint is enclosed in a fibrous capsule. This fluid acts as a lubricant, reducing friction during movement. Also remember, blood supply is through vascular anastomosis. Nerve supply follows Hilton's law. The same nerves that supply the muscles and skin around the joint also supply the joint. Types of synovial joints. We also classify synovial joints based on the shape of the articulating surfaces and the type of movement they allow. Let me walk you through them. 1. Plane joint. Flat surfaces, sliding movement. Example: intercarpal joints. 2. Hinge joint. Like a door hinge. Allows flexion and extension. Examples: elbow joint, ankle joint. 3. Pivot joint. One bone rotates around another. Examples: atlantoaxial joint, radiolnar joint. 4. Ellipsoid joint. Oval-shaped ends, allows biaxial movement. Examples: wrist joint, metacarpophalangeal joints. 5. Saddle joint. Each bone has concave and convex parts. Examples: sternoclavicular joint, thumb, first carpometacarpal. 6. Ball and socket joint. A round head fits into a socket, multiaxial movement. Examples: shoulder joint, hip joint. Let's quickly revise. Joints equals connections between bones. Classified as fibrous, immovable; cartilaginous, slightly movable; synovial, freely movable. Synovial joints have a joint cavity, synovial fluid, and allow various kinds of movements depending on their shape. And that's all for today's class on joints in general anatomy. If you found this helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to Scrubs and Studies, because every like fuels another great class. Stay curious, keep studying smart, and I'll see you in the